Yeah, because I saw a picture.
Really? All right, guys.
Yeah. Here we go.
We were turkey
Talk
hunting.
about turkey hunting.
That's right. Hey, it's Thursday night, hunting the Rut Hotline with Don Bell and Steve Burklow. Big Steve's back.
Yeah, we're back.
Big Steve's back, and everybody's in the house. And what we're going to do tonight, today's today's the
17th
of March.
Yeah, March.
It's crazy. Turkey season in Alabama. It's coming in all over the country, and we got to talk about that too some. So, guys, it is Thursday night, 7 o'clock. Get on the phone, call your friends, tell them to start tuning in. We're going to have a live 1 hour chat.
Yep.
We're going to talk about hunting the rut and questions that's on your mind. Got a bunch of stuff to do tonight, so stay tuned. We'll be right back. Oh.
You don't like old milk. Deer don't like old urine. Brown and cloudy urine reeks of ammonia. Ammoniated urine means it's old, not fresh, and it doesn't fool deer. Top Secret Deer Scents, the only scent on the market that's oxygen-free from collection to bottle. It's yellow and clear because it's fresh. It's the only scent on the market that says a deer is here now and not last week.
It is. All righty, folks, look here. It is Thursday night, Big Steve.
Man,
It is recovery time all over the country.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You know,
sir.
guys, look, season's out. What's crazy, it's March.
Already.
I mean, you're
Seemed like yesterday hunting
you're
season
fourth,
was.
Yeah, you're one-fourth through the season.
Yeah.
A year to get back to hunting. Well, less than that because it comes in September.
Right,
Late
right.
September. So it's crazy. It's already here. But it's a recovery period. We was talking about last week. You know, all over the country. You know, these guys had some callers last week coming in. You know, they're looking up north. They're looking for those antlers, shed hunting, and look at that, like we're talking about up there. And
Yeah. A lot bigger pastime up there than it is here.
it is.
A lot easier to find, too.
You bet there's a reason for it up there, because wouldn't that be neat to be going through the snow up there and look and see all them tines sticking out?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It's a great way to get out of, cabin fever. They're just glad to get outside, but it also tells them what deer survived, what didn't. You remember last year the old boy that was telling us, he called in and he said, I think he called in, but he said that the way he did, he had a feeder and he cut him a hole in it.
Oh, yeah.
And the old buck could go in there to eat, and he'd knock his antlers off and all fall down in front of it. That is a neat way to get wild hunt sheds when you have them drop.
Yeah.
But not so much down here.
No.
I mean, you're in the southeast. Turkey season literally is coming in all over the southeast. And where you boys up there in the north, you're looking for those sheds. You're not worried about that rattlesnake popping you. Or that cottonmouth popping you. Ooh. And down here, as you looking for sheds, we're looking for We're looking and listening for rattlesnakes and trying to kill a bird. Yeah. But if you're turkey hunting, now's a good time. You're out there. Yeah. You can stumble across one of them every now and then. Most of ours down here, you're gonna find squirrels done got a hold to them.
Right. Chew them up.
Right. Ours, it's just tough. It's anybody, you guys in the north, if you've never hunted the south, you need to come down here and experience it one time. We're hunting in some thick stuff.
Yes, sir.
So, I saw Eddie Salter the other day. Eddie busted in up on top of me. I was at the station there in Evergreen, and of course you guys know Eddie Salter, and Eddie, he's all tuned up, dude. He's
Do you like turkey hunting?
Yeah, just a little bit. He likes it all, but dude, does he love that turkey hunting. But anyway, so it's the recovery period. Turkey season's come in. Shed hunting. Now's the time to get in there and the food plots. I know it sounds dumb, but now's the time to go into your property. You can look at, survey what you got.
Yeah, kind of start working a plot for a summer plot.
How many plots you got on your place?
We got 10.
10 on your side.
Yeah, we got 5 and 5, so we got 10 total. But we're just not decided if we're going to plant the sun hemp this year. But if we have time, we sure would love to, because it.
Well, it's a maintenance job, and it's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, now it's time to get out there and maintain. I had an old boy, an older man, in Fort Worth, Texas, years ago at the Texas Trophy Hunters in Fort Worth. And he come up to me, and Lord, he had a bag under both arms, and he was grinning like a mule eating briars. And he come up to me and he said, 99% of hunting is getting ready to go hunting. And it's true, because once you shoot him, he's dead.
Yeah.
It's all the build up to
Preparation,
it, all the prep and the mental and trying to outfox him and prepare, and it's all that. And now it's time to be doing that.
Yeah.
What is it? The 6 P's? I'll get it wrong. Have you ever heard the 6 P's?
I've heard it, but
Proper preparation. Wait, proper preparation prevents piss poor performance. Well, it's true.
Yeah.
So now's the time to do the 6 P's. And if you want to shoot that big old boy and understand it, now it's time to look at your property. Especially boys up here in the north. I mean, down here it's already greening out.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got dogwoods in bloom. So, on some property the last weekend, and man, I got snake boots on.
Yeah, absolutely.
You step out of that 4-wheeler, dude, you better have some snake boots on.
Yeah, it's 80 degrees down here already.
Serious stuff. But anyway, so it's coming in, and it's that time of year. Cameras out. In fact, we pulled up on a piece of property and was going down a road, and I stopped on the property line. And I looked up, and I was looking down, and I looked up, and there was a camera looking right at me. And I said, yeah, look, it's right on the property line. They do not want you to go over there.
That's it.
And what was crazy, they were feeding the dang turkeys on this side of the property line, and there was all the holes when you tip with the turkeys just scratched it out. And I thought, all right, well, but
point that the other direction.
At least turn that camera the other way. So, all right, folks, well, look here. We're glad it's Thursday night. It's that time. Be looking for the sheds. Get out there and enjoy that. And let's see, guys, we're going to go into some question answer period.
All right, look here. We got Facebook question. We got Jace Tormond. I know I butchered that. Lansing, Michigan. What happens with the pecking order of bucks after the rut? And do they all simply get along afterwards on a fair playing field?
After the rut, they gradually do that. And there's still a pecking order, but it's not near as intense.
Right.
And Jace, that's a good way to look at it. They just kind of all get along. The tolerance level, they're not as worked up.
Right.
Most people do not realize that a buck, 95, 98% of the year, he's with other bucks.
Sure.
The only time he's concerned with a doe is when she's standing during the peak of the rut. So outside of that, bucks are with bucks. And so, Jace, yes, bucks start getting back together. I mean, it's a process too. It's a winding down process, but once it does, it levels out. And they're together, but there's still that pecking order, but it's not that intense.
Right.
They recognize it, but it's not that intense to it. So that's when the young buck starts learning at the feet of the big bucks. Then it pecking order starts climbing back up again, and then it gets sheepish again. So Jace, absolutely, and that's true, Jace, anywhere in the country.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
absolutely.
Steve's property, mine, yours. Where's he out of Michigan? Anywhere up there. So, all right, let's see what we got.
We got another Facebook. We got Eddie Plitzer from Macon, Georgia. Is there any way to use your deer urine as a cover scent in your tree stand? We got something for that.
Yeah, we got something for that, but let's see. Well, he's asking what Steve's saying is, which product does he need to use on that?
Scent defense.
Scent defense.
Yeah.
So it kills the human odor, also repels ticks, mosquitoes, chiggers, black flies, any kind of biting insect, plus it's
an attractant.
It's an attractant. But Jace, I'd only use what Steve is telling you,
Eddie.
I would not use a deer urine. Because if you put a urine on you, now you're up in a tree.
Right.
You don't urinate, 12 foot up in a tree. Who was that called in last week? He was 70 foot high? No, 35, 40 foot high.
Good grief.
Oh, he's an older man. Where was he out of? Was he out of the Carolinas? New Jersey.
Holy.
70 years old, and he climbs 35, 40 foot.
Oh, that's crazy.
I mean, yeah, is that crazy?
Man, that's up
dude,
there.
your nose will bleed,
Man.
But, so,
That's scent defense, so.
Scent defense to do that, but don't use any kind of urine on you. I mean, if you're going to climb high in a tree, and if I was just going to put urine on me, I'd put coon urine on me, but...
Because that scent defense, they're going to come smelling it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to come...
But it's a different than that.
Yeah.
Urine.
Right.
But boy, that scent defense, all the calls coming in on that.
Oh, man, I had old boy told me in Kansas last year, he had several bucks out in front of him. He had sprayed down with scent defense and sprayed it around him. he said he had 2 of the bucks come right up to his ladder stand and smell the ladder we was sitting in, of course, and he just fell in love with it after that. So
I was thinking,
and the wind blowing right to him.
Yeah.
It was about 4 or 5 bucks straight out there.
The deer that came on you doing that.
Oh, yeah.
So, guys, listen, it's a good product. It's called Scent Defense, and you can get it at any major retailers across the country. Listen, guys, we appreciate all, of course, Hunting the Rut Hotline is sponsored by Top Secret. It's 1/10 1% Club. And, guys, we are tickled to death. We appreciate all the support. Each day, that's what we're doing. When you're seeing either Steve or I not here, we're out putting this product where you can find it anywhere in the country. And so tell your friends about it. If you're it's sort of like Fox News, News, what is it, Business, Neil Cavuto, or whatever, how you say his name?
Neil Cavuto, yeah.
Yeah, he says if they don't have it, demand it. Tell them you walk in the store and say, hey, I want you to carry Top Secret, and if you don't carry Top Secret, I'm going to go down the road and buy it.
That's it.
Of course, if you're buying it down the road, that means you're going to buy ammo and boots and camo way in there. So tell old boy you want them to stock it for you.
Yes,
so, all right. Big Eddie, so who else we got?
All right, let's see here. We got another Facebook. We got Nelson Bachman from Laredo, Texas. What are your thoughts with some of the scent distribution products on the market, such as the product that heats up the urine to a misty fog? I've kind of heard about something like that, but never seen it.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that, Big Don?
I don't know. I mean, yeah. In theory, what they're doing is and I've seen these devices, and we had some. We looked at some with Code Blue, and the problem with you don't have to heat it. The problem with those units, they heat it too high.
Yeah.
All you want to do is not freeze, because if somebody tells you their scent won't freeze, they're telling you it's not real.
That's right.
Urine's going to freeze.
Absolutely.
Now here's the deal with that, and I'm not trying to be cute with this. I'm being serious with it. There's a reason we don't have a heated scent dispenser.
Yeah.
Now, but the theory behind a heated scent dispenser is that the urine's going to freeze, therefore the deer can't smell it, therefore you need to keep it not frozen. It is true that if you heat it just a little bit, it's going to speed the molecules up. I get that. But here's the deal with that. You don't need it. And deer don't walk around with a heated scent dispenser to smell another deer.
Absolutely.
And if you don't think they can't smell it, you get you an ice cube. One of them water ice cube things before you had to, ice maker, pour you some urine in it, put it in the freezer and freeze it. And when you open that freezer, you tell me if you can smell that urine in that refrigerator.
Yeah, I tell you what, I've had the best success just spraying it right on the ground.
Yeah.
I mean,
and that's
Top Secret being oxygen free. I mean, folks, that's the key.
That's it. And the deer urinate on the ground. There's a lot of people doing stuff. I mean, I
don't see the science behind just heating it up.
And I don't see the value. The only value it could possibly be is keeps it from freezing. But I just explained to you that deer smell it in the snow. If it freezes, they're still going to smell it. And if you don't believe that, freeze you something in the freezer, an ice cube tray, and take it out and smell it.
Well, I think you'd be money ahead. Just a good scent drag, simple scent drag is great for the liquid urines.
With the liquid, and even with our foam, I mean, it helps it to. You don't need it. As a long story is, and you're just asking. We're just giving our personal opinions on this. But there's no really need for it. Listen, guys, if there was a need for it, and we thought there was a market for it, and there's 2 ways you put something on the market. One is you think you got a great idea, and I want to try to talk you into buying it. The other one is you put a product on the market that you need. There's two different things there. And if we thought you needed a heated scent dispenser, it's not because we couldn't do it.
Oh no,
we could do it. There's no need to do it because they're going to smell it frozen. And you don't believe it, all you do is take that test. Open your bottle of Top Secret up, pour it in there, put it in the refrigerator. But you better do it when Mama's not there, or you need to do it in the man cave.
That's it. That's it.
We need to get old Mike to do that.
Yeah.
That's a Mike. That's a Mike thing.
That's a Mike test.
That's a Mike test.
All right, we got another Facebook. Alicia Keach from Frankfort, Virginia. Do mature bucks or young bucks breed more does during the rut? Mature bucks or young bucks?
I was going to say they both breed during the rut.
Yeah, but
I mean, common sense says that Alicia, seriously, anywhere in the country, whether it's Virginia, anywhere, the older mature bucks is going to breed more does than a young buck.
Yeah.
The only reason a young buck's going to get to not breed is that the big buck ain't there.
Right.
Because if he's there, he's going to get his butt kicked.
Yeah, he's running him off.
There's a reason he's a mature buck and a young buck. So,
exactly.
So the answer to that is without a doubt, anywhere in the country, certainly as a general rule, bless you, the majority of it is going to be
the mature bucks, more dominant bucks.
Anywhere in the country.
Yeah.
All right, I believe we got a telephone call.
Yeah. Tom said we got a call on the line.
Did you see us the other night show them how we hold up?
Yeah.
We're high tech. All right, you got Don Bell and Steve Burklow. Who we got?
Bill Hornaday.
Mr. Bill.
How are you?
You got a good name, last name.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you in the right spot for that.
Yeah.
Any kin? Any relation? Hornady?
Yeah, we got a lot of Hornadays here in Rushville. There's about 160 of them altogether.
Good
160.
night.
Dude,
Yeah.
you from Indiana?
Yeah, Rushville, Indiana. Yep.
Where's that in the state?
We're about 40 miles southeast of Indianapolis.
Okay.
Southeast. Okay, you're on the east side of 65?
Yeah, we are. Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. Went to school up in Louisville and drove. Do you know where the Marine base is in Crane?
We do.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
We used to drive up there every weekend, and that's man. You go through some. Once you leave northwest out of Louisville, dude, there's no man's land up through there. And who would have figured I thought they were screwing with me. They said there's a Navy base in Crane, Indiana, and I thought, right, all right, that makes perfect sense. But they build, I guess, it's some steel munitions.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of it out there. Yeah.
You remember when we shelled Beirut? Was it under Reagan? The U.S. New Jersey. That's at 16. That was the last time that was used. That come out of Crane.
Oh yeah.
Just as a little notice there.
A little history.
A little history.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what kind of question you got for us, Bill?
Well, my son and I, we had just recently leased a new piece of land, and we were out just doing some shed hunting and low early season scouting, and we just noticed that there's 3 distinct paths through this area of land that we had leased, and 2 of them are just visibly heavily used. You could tell they were doe tracks just by the size of the hooves. But there's one on the backside in the south corner that you could tell is much less traveled, but it has large hoof prints. You could tell it looks like a very large mature buck traveling that area, but it's a lot less used. So I guess my question is, when it comes to rut season, when it comes to setting my stand, will a mature buck move off of that trail that he frequents to move onto those trails with those does, or is he much too wide? Where'd be the best place to set my stand to shoot a big buck?
How much property are you talking about?
About 70 acres.
And what's around you?
Cornfields.
All the way around?
Yeah.
Big cornfields?
Yeah, we got about 62 acres of woods, and then we got a county road just about a mile to the east of us.
Boy, sound like you're going to have them pinched in there.
That's what I was thinking. Have you got any drainage, any wood lots, cypress, not necessarily cypress, but pond, drainage, wood lots in the corn that they couldn't, too wet to plant?
Not that I've seen. I know
so
it's a low-lying area, along the county road.
So it's corn all the way around you then. Where's your trail that you're talking about? What other corner it was? Is it just coming out of corn to corn?
Yeah, actually, it comes into the northwest corner, and it just kind of catty corners from the northwest, just catty corner right through the woods.
Mm-hmm. Sound like they're just cutting
it.
Yeah,
closer.
That's less traveled all the way, back in the south side.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think they're coming?
Man, I tell you, it just sounds like they're cutting time off of getting from one cornfield to another.
Yeah. Yeah, the reason I was asking what Steve is saying is, they could just, and a buck, now listen, it's true. Bucks the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line.
Yeah, and bucks are.
And a buck's going to take that shortest distance. And to answer your question, he's going to stay on as a general rule, I'm not saying necessarily this trail because we'd have to ask more about it, but they tend to stay on the same trails till pressure puts them off of it. Now, during the peak of the rut, he's not paying attention to them trails anyway because he's cruising and looking for a doe. He's covering territory in the peak of the rut, or just prior to the peak up into the peak. But, pre-rut, up to the beginning of making scrapes and then making the mock scrape, then he's traveling because he's checking that scrape. But but after that, then you got other bucks checking it too. But so that where he's traveling, he's not traveling, in somewhere like Iowa, you may have a wood lot out there in the corn, a drainage ditch, and they actually live in the corn till it's cut because there's
Sure.
Dude, it's timber. It's overhead high. It's timber to them. How long?
There's plenty of cornfields here. They sure live in the corn. It's just woods, county roads, and cornfields here in southeast Indiana.
I heard that.
Well, I wonder if you haven't hunted it. You haven't hunted this property yet.
We have not. We just we at least we just went in to do a little shed hunting and some early scouting, see what what it looks like.
Well, I want to tell you something.
Fantastic.
You can do, and I've never done it until this week, and because everybody here knows, especially the two sitting looking at me through that glass, knows that I am not a computer guru. I mean, listen to me. No, I'm serious.
Well, there's two of us here.
But dude, I'll make you look good to put it in perspective.
Maybe.
Having said that, you can go to Google Earth, and dude, you can look all over that property.
Man, I tell you,
you can look at every
amazing.
trail. You can see where they're coming. You can see the trail where if they're going out of the corn, if they're walking the timber down and coming into the corn. It's amazing.
It really is.
I mean, it's just absolutely crazy what you can see. And so you can zoom out and see what other people are doing. If you got another, what's the nearest other wood area in relation to where you are? How far?
There's another woods, I'm guessing. I'm just taking a shot in the dark at 3/4 of a mile.
Oh Lord, man! You sound like you got it made.
No, yeah, you got an island there.
Yeah, man. You better hang on.
Yeah,
that's gonna be good.
Yeah, because at that distance, there's no pressure on them there?
No, this is the first time actually this area's been leased in about 18, 19 years.
Oh my!
What's the address?
Yeah,
we're really excited. I mean, we've had a lot of luck in this county, and we've really been fighting to get this area.
Wow,
and,
that's awesome.
A piece of property like that, 70 acres, you can kill all the big bucks you want to it. In a situation like you are, you can kill all the deer you want to kill off that sucker. And by the way, what's your limit there?
We can only get one buck.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's typical of it.
Yeah.
So you and your son.
My son and I have an agreement where we're not allowed to shoot anything the next year smaller than we shot this year.
Yeah.
So this past year I took a 13-pointer with my bow.
There you are.
Man.
So now I'm worried.
Yeah,
I don't know. What's your son's name?
Ryan.
Ryan. With time Ryan and Bill, you get one, and Steve and I get one. That's 4.
Yeah.
and the chances of us knowing we're not going to ever get to come back again, so we need to go ahead and get what we want off of it.
Hey, you're all welcome. You just give me a call.
That could be a honey hole.
Yeah. Sound like we might get some pictures. We'd love to have them.
Yeah. Listen, it's good. Google that bad boy.
Yeah.
I was talking to a guy the other day with the drones.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, you need to take your drone, and I was talking to Tom about that one. Take a drone, and you can, and I was talking to one guy at a show, and they're already doing this. You take a drone, and you predetermine that rascal, set it out there, and whatever time you want it to go up, it'll go up, circle the GPS it over the property, live photos on your phone, and it'll go back and land.
Really?
Crazy, ain't it?
Man.
I have trouble typing my name on a computer. It worries me to try to
No, you don't. You're not flying it. You can predetermined GPS the property, and it'll go up and it'll fly and come back and sit down.
The predeterminant would be the hard part.
That's great.
No, that's a Tom deal.
Yeah.
That's a Tom question. Well, look,
I
man.
will have to Google Earth that. That's a great idea. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you just Google Earth it, and you can go anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
And you can look down on it, fly around it. You can see the contour. You can even drive past it. You can drive up on the property with a mouse.
Yeah, man.
Have you ever done that?
Uh-uh.
Oh, look, that's cool. I mean, because if you ever see the little car go down the road and it's got the little whirly bird turning on the top, they're GPSing.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, Bill, call us a couple of weeks into the bow season. We'd love to see what,
Send us a
hear
picture.
about what you're seeing.
Show.
Yes, I will indeed send you guys some pictures. But with that aside, I mean, early archery season, do you think I should probably put one stand over by the big buck trail, and then when it comes to, you know, when they're in rut heavy, just move off to the doe trail?
Is it? I mean, you 70 acres. You don't have more trails than that on that property. So, is it hardwood?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We haven't covered it all. Not even close.
Is it hardwood?
It is. A lot of it is.
Any water on it?
Yeah, there's actually there's a low-lying ditch next to the county road that goes down to a little culvert bridge, and there's just a very small stream down there.
Is it flat on both sides, higher on one side than the other?
It's both sides are kind of high. It kind of drops down to the creek.
So it's ridges on both sides, hardwood.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, keep an eye on it, and then closer to it, you can tell which trails is doing what. But I'd know that 70 acres.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I mean, that's perfect. It's an island, 70 acres, corn everywhere. They got all the cover they need.
We've been chasing it, man. It's prime.
I mean, 70 acres. People don't realize this, but I don't know if you've ever seen that study, Steve, where you can put a deer, a buck, a good buck, mature buck on 5 acres. 5 acres. And put him on it, and then you try to hunt him. You put pressure on him and try to see him on 5 acres.
Really?
It's crazy. He knows that 5 acres, he'll move unless he's a pet. But I mean, if you put a wild deer in there, once he learns that 5 acres, you'll be hard pressed to film that sucker.
Yeah.
Because he's going to move on that 5 acres. And so you put 70 out there. People's listen to 70 acres. I mean, you kill some good deer up there in the Midwest like that.
Sure, absolutely.
So, man, yeah. But get to know the property. Fly over it. That's going to show you the contours. It'll show you everything.
Right.
And especially, look on the bottom. I think it's the bottom left, Tom. On the bottom left, I think it gives you the year that photograph was taken. That'll tell you it may have corn on it, may not have corn on it when you look at it. It'd be interesting too to see it without corn.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, well look, man, send us some pictures.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I appreciate your guys' time. I appreciate you taking my call, and I will indeed send you some pictures and get some more of your input on this. I appreciate your time, and I thank you very much.
Well, listen, we just assuming now that you're using top secret deer scent. If you don't, that's your problem. Right off the get-go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our next step. We've gotta do more. I try to descent more than I try to ever use it. And
Well,
I'm not proficient at it enough. I don't understand the scent enough, and how much to use, and when to use, and why to use, and times to use is the best. So.
Well, I tell you what you ought to do. Seriously, if you can, Tom, if your schedule permit, what you need to do is call in next week and ask that question on that, and we'll do a segment on that weave, because we're not just trying to say something. Deer communicate. It's very important to kill your human odor.
Right.
But you can kill your human odor and just be sitting there. Urine is a communication that deer use 365 days a year. The only reason you're using odor stop is to keep them from smelling you. You still need to attract them. You still need to call them, because you're just sitting there hoping one comes by. Now, obviously, you want to sit on a trail that you're hoping them come by, but you're telling that animal something, whether you're using buck urine or estrus or doe, whether you're grunting with it, whether you're using a decoy, all that's telling that deer something, and you can literally fire his butt up or disorient him enough to make him do stuff. So,
Right.
you know, if you can, call in next week. And I'm looking at Tom. You know, you can just let us know if you want to call back in, and we'll do a segment on that with you.
It's a deal, sir.
All right, man. Appreciate it, Bill.
Thank you, Big Bill.
All right, guys. Thank you. Have a great
Thank you.
day.
All right, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, guys, I think we're going to a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
From Don Bell, the founder of Code Blue, comes Top Secret Reserve Doe Esters, the finest doe esters ever collected. Top Secret oxygen-free collection process is a complete generation above Code Blue. Our patent-pending collection process means no ammonia and no ammonia smell. At a limited quantity of 12,000 bottles, only 0.1% of hunters will be lucky enough to add Top Secret to their arsenal. Visit TopSecretDeerScent.com today and join the 0.1% club.
Tapping on the window says, quit talking.
Oh.
Big Steve, you know what this is?
Lord, we on.
Yeah, we live. You know what this is? You know what time of year it is? It's open enrollment.
That it is.
You see the little sticker up on the top up there, guys?
Yep.
Big Steve, tell them what that means.
That is a 1/10 to 1% club. That is these two bottles right here.
That's right. You got these two bottles. You got guys, listen, it's open enrollment. That means that if you're a club member or a non-club member, but if you're a club member, you can go ahead and renew for 2016. That means these 12,000 bottles are up. Those of you that already are a club member, it's like season tickets. Now's the time to rebook your season ticket for next year if you're going to watch Alabama win another national championship. I'm just saying.
There it is.
So you can be a club member by ordering either bottle. If you're not a club member and you want to be, guys, just you watch on the bottom of the screen there. Guys, can you throw that up there and show them what all they're getting as far as a club member? Once you buy a bottle, now guys, listen, this bottle is $100 a pop. But it's the best $100 bottle that you can buy.
26 ounces.
26 ounces of 3-4-year-old mature dose, never seen oxygen. This is the best the industry's ever seen. And those out there, guys, that buy this, they swear by it. And listen, in a course of a year, and I'm serious, how much is a bottle of beer? I mean, well, how much is a bottle of beer, guys? $3?
Yeah.
I mean, look, it ain't taking many bottles of beer and you got your deer urine for next year.
I see it.
So I'm just saying, a mom will be proud of you because you're laying off with the beer, but you're buying the urine. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
I mean, it's like lunch money. So you can save it up, seriously. You can hit the website. You can buy it over a 4-pay.
Yeah, $25 a month, 4 months.
You hit it, it'll automatically take it out. And listen, when you hit the 4-pay, or you can pay for one time, choose one time, pay now or over 4 months, and just put on there when you want us to ship it.
Yeah, we'll ship it right in time for the season.
Like old Bill right there. Season's coming up here in Illinois.
Yeah.
He can buy it tonight. Bill, you still listening to us?
Yeah, ship it in September.
That's right, dude.
Be
If
ready.
you and Ryan right there, baby, that's got you all over at 70 acres.
Yeah.
Now, Bill, we're just talking to you. Forget about next week, dude. Listen, it may not be here next week. It's open season. That's what this is.
Yeah.
And it's first come, first serve.
Yes,
and
sir.
all of you guys think we're kidding on that. We're not. And the best way to figure it out if we're not is to wait and see if you can get it.
Yeah.
That's a $100 bottle of pure arrogance. You want the best, that's it.
That's it.
Seriously. That's it. Now, the hardest to get is the buck urine, because we normally only have about 1,100 bottles of that. It's actually harder to get buck than it is doe, because if you got a herd of 100, you don't need 10 bucks to breed them.
Right.
There's always less bucks than you have got does, therefore it's harder to.
Yeah.
It's just sheer ratio of volume.
Yeah.
So guys, hey, open enrollment, you can get it tonight. Tell your friends about it. You can go online, easy to do. Get signed up. You get to participate in all the stuff as you see listed there. Tell your friends about it. Go ahead and don't get left out. I believe we got another telephone call.
Yeah, looks like it.
Let's see what we got here. I think we do. Just kind of.
There it is. I thought he was teasing us.
All righty, you got Don Bell and Steve Burklow. Who we got?
Brandon Baldwin.
Big Brandon,
All right.
Douglasville, Georgia.
Yes, sir.
Now, Douglasville, I'm doing good tonight. How about you?
Oh, doing great.
Hey,
Trying to get
is
this youngin'
Douglasville's
satisfied.
getting what satisfied?
Trying to get a youngin' satisfied.
Oh, I heard that.
Oh, Lord.
I got news for you. I don't know how old they are, but how old are they?
5 months.
Oh, Lord, you got a lifetime ahead of you, dude. I'm telling you.
Man.
Oh yeah.
I got a 31, 32-year-old, and that phone rings constant. You know, so.
Yeah, we got a lifetime of fun and rough roads.
You got a lot of fun ahead of you. I tell them it's terrible. You teach them to walk and talk, then you teach them to shut up and sit down.
That's right. That's about how it's gonna be. I'm pretty sure.
Douglasville, isn't that South Georgia?
I think it is.
What you?
Well,
Where are you?
west of Atlanta.
Metro West, right around Six Flags in Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah. What's another place?
Like
there?
Marietta or something?
No, they're right on 20 there. There used to be a dealer over there. It used to be a big dealer over that way. What's the name of that town?
Gables.
They still there?
Gables is still here. Yes, sir.
Mr. Gable still running around?
Oh yeah, he's still handling everything up there. He's got his youngins and
You gotta know.
kids are running the rest of it.
He's a hoot, ain't he?
Oh yeah, he's a handful, that's for sure.
He's been around a long time.
For sure.
He's a hoot. Well, Big Brandon, what kind of question you got for us tonight?
So I hunt on a smaller plot of only 7 acres, and I know a bunch of my buddies, they hunt on anywhere from 10, 8, the max is probably 12 of some of the guys that own their own property. And I was curious, what is the best and fastest kill shot for a deer to keep them running, or to keep them from running off of your property and onto somebody else's property, maybe getting shot by somebody else in the...
Are you hunting a neighborhood, or are you in the woods?
I'm in the woods. It's 7 acres that my family and I own.
You talking about gun or bow?
Bow. You talking about a bow or bow?
Yes, sir, bow.
I mean, I got a theory on that, but it may not be the best theory on that. But look, if you're on 7 acres, and I mean you want him to drop where you hit him.
Yeah, which is typically not.
Yeah, which is hard to do that.
Hard to,
but
consistent for sure.
Yeah, I mean, because you can't always get this shot that I'm about to tell you, but because I mean, Big Steve shot one last year, and that sucker hadn't anymore hit the ground. He sent me a picture of it. Dude, it looked like he was at the bottom of the stand. He shot him. He just fell.
Yeah.
That buck up Illinois.
Yeah.
But
I always aim for that low spot right there. That way, I always aim for the brisket, just right above the brisket line where the heart is. Because then because usually they're going to do a little bit of crouching.
Yep.
So if they do a little bit, you hit them in the heart, which is where I love to hit them. They're not going 50, 60 yards at the most. But then if they crouch a little more and you hit them a little high, you're double lunging. So you've got them.
I know it's going to sound stupid, but it's not a shot you can always get. But in 7 acres, you're controlling yourself. You're hunting out of a lock-on or a climber.
Ladder stand.
Ladder.
Well, if you were not in a fixed stand, because the reason I'm saying that, the deer would have to come right under you. But you spine shoot that sucker, he may flop, but he ain't going nowhere.
Well, that's true.
And because I've done it, but I've only probably done it on purpose or trying to do it a couple times, but I've done it more than that, trying to,
I've done it by accident. Yeah.
And boy, dude, he ain't going nowhere. Now he may come up on front or back, but it ain't working. Mm-hmm. You shoot that between that shoulder, just back of that shoulder, and you clip that spine, he's done.
Yeah. My does, I'll shoot them in the head. When they're 10 yards.
And he ain't lying
yards.
now. He will shoot them in the head.
But now that's does only. I worry about them bucks, but ricocheting off a horn or something. But
how
that'll put them
comfortable
down.
are you with the bow?
That'll put them down.
You better. Can you imagine that sucker flying that fast? Dude, that'd set them down. But how comfortable are you with the bow?
I just started bow hunting about 5 months ago. Whenever I had my son, because I wanted something for me and him both to be able to do together forever.
That's right.
Something he chooses to do.
Ooh, picked up a good
go
thing.
Back and shoot it, and not have to worry about the neighbors calling the cops for us shooting guns. And I know that I've heard from a lot of my
older friends that have kids that are starting out hunting, that they like the bows more than they like the gun because it wasn't loud and there wasn't a kick, and as long as they didn't get string slapped, they weren't scared at all of it.
Well, archery is a different.
It's fun.
It's a whole different animal than just pulling a gun. I mean, there's a lot more skill involved in it, but it's putting you one-on-one on that with the animal. But you could practice with it, and your son could practice with you, and of course it takes practice to do that, and then you get your comfort level.
And you can practice just about anywhere, like you're saying. You don't shoot a loud gun.
My backyard's an archery range right now.
That's exactly right.
There you go.
And there you are, and then he can learn those skills. Listen, hunting is as much, well, it's all discipline.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's discipline, biology, math, science, it's all that.
Mm-hmm.
Biology, you know, you got to gut the deer.
Mm-hmm.
So you're learning so many things growing up as a redneck. And a lot of it's discipline, and that's something you're teaching your child. You teach a child to hunt, you won't have to hunt your child.
That's it.
You'll know where they are.
They'll be right there with you.
They're right. They're in the woods, and they're better if they're in the woods than somewhere else.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, but proficiency. Now, Steve ain't kidding you. Now, he'll pick your eyes out with a bow, so he'd shoot them in the head.
But I mean, really, that low heart shot, man, I tell you, that was that buck in Illinois.
I mean, he shot him down.
But he went about 20 yards, and typically with a heart or right around there, those major arteries, they won't go more than 50 yards.
They can't go far if it's pumping. I mean, you got to have blood to run.
Yeah, that'll drop them quick.
But a lot of that's confidence, and not just shooting any deer that comes by.
Honestly, though, the biggest mistake I see with people that kind of just start bow hunting is shoot them high, and that's the worst thing. If you shoot them above the lungs, you're never gonna find them. You gotta
go some distance.
I mean, when you aim, I always aim. 2 inches above the bottom of the deer. I mean, just 2-3 inches right there.
Because they're gonna drop anyway.
They're gonna drop a little bit. If you do, you got them in the heart. If they drop quite a bit, you got them in the lungs.
And people shoot them high.
Man, it's so easy to shoot them high too.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, because they will drop. People think they're jumping the string. They're not.
It's just reaction.
They're dropping the string. In other words, they're dropping beneath the shot.
Yeah.
And
they duck more than they do anything.
Oh yeah, they're gonna duck before they jump.
Yeah.
They're gonna squat to go.
Right.
They don't rear up to go, and so they're actually ducking the string.
Yeah.
You know, they're not. Well, they call it jumping the string, but they're ducking down. So Steve's right.
If you aim 2 inches low, and you like my mechanical broadheads are 2 3/8 inch. So I mean, I'm pretty much gonna take the whole heart out if I hit center heart, or I'm gonna hit heart and lung. It's my fault with a broadhead like that.
Oh yeah, you will. And that's a matter of fact, the one in Illinois, I shot and it was a 2.5 inch expandable too. That's what I prefer as well. The wider the better to me. That's
So Steve, can you see the screen? No,
I cannot.
All right, when you go back and look at this, Steve, you're shooting them 2 inches above. In other words, here's the
bottom of the deer. Go up 2 inches from the bottom of the deer.
So my hand's the deer.
Yeah, you're gonna get right there, and I mean
above him,
just above the bottom of the
right. So my hand is the deer. You're
bottom of the belly. Yeah,
you're shooting him right here.
Yeah, 2 inches above the bottom of the belly.
Yeah. So just underneath the stomach, a couple inches up, because as he drops, or she drops. But listen, a lot of that's and I'm telling you this. Have you killed any deer?
I haven't. I hunted a little bit when I was younger, and then I quit and had other hobbies and played a bunch of pool tournaments and stuff. And now I want something me and my son can do.
That's right.
Together, so.
Well, you're doing it exactly right.
Yeah.
You're practicing. You're doing and listen. We talked in the other segment about this old man and came up to a show in Fort Worth, Texas, and he had bags in both arms at a hunting show, and he told me, just grinning like a mule eating briars, he said, man, the best part of hunting is getting ready to go hunting. Yeah. Because once you pull that trigger on that deer, you take the deer, he's taken.
Yeah.
It's all the knowledge of looking and learning and,
strategy
and
preparation.
Preparation, doing what you're doing. And then that's what you're teaching to your son.
Mm-hmm.
You're not teaching just the kill. You're teaching all the lead up to it and then the responsibility having taken him, what to do with it.
Right.
So, man, we're proud of you. It's a good thing to do.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I've hunted before, and I've seen deer and probably could have killed a few, but I didn't. None of it felt right. But now I feel like there's a purpose, and I got a freezer I can fill to feed my family for a little while, and it all is going together for me now.
Do you shoot sights?
What
you
kind?
Shoot a sight?
Yeah, I have a 4-pin.
4-pin.
sight.
Yeah.
Now, Steve, and I'm serious. And I'm not just saying that. Now, dude, he'll pick you out there. Not so much with me. I shoot instinctive, and I shoot a recurve. So
yeah. That's tough right there.
Well, the difference is Steve's going to take him way further than I even begin to even think about doing it. But it's something you just said is the reason I'm saying this, is that you want a comfort level, and that's the key. Because once you pull a note, you'll know. Don't force it. You force it, you're going to make a bad shot. And so you're either going to lose a good animal, educate an animal. There's all kind of things you can do with a bad shot. But it's like with a recurve is that it's like throwing a baseball. Mm-hmm. You feel good about where you're looking at doing, and so and to get that comfort level, dude, having said everything we're saying, that sounds good. That sucker walks up on you and shaking like a dang, and we do it too.
Oh man,
dude,
you ain't kidding.
That big buck comes up, we're the same way you are.
Yes, sir.
It's all over again. You're bringing a certain amount of knowledge to it, but dude, it's you and him.
That's it.
And he can do some crazy stuff.
It's exciting.
You bet it is. And listen, it's exciting with a big old doe. I mean, son, she'll blow you so fast your eyes will swim. And she goes tells everybody, but don't forget about it and go on. Yeah. She'll tell everybody in the neighborhood.
And keep telling.
Yeah. Over and over and over. So, well, look, Brandon, we're proud of you.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
You picked a good thing right there for that boy.
You bet you have, and right now he's laying down not knowing it, but he's got a good father because he's looking down the road for him. So he's a blessed kid. So we appreciate you calling in. You call in anytime.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
How did you find out about us?
On Facebook.
There you are. Well, tell all your friends about it.
I'll do it. I'll go on there and share y'all's page with everybody on there.
We do, and look, and like we're telling them, of course, the show's sponsored by Top Secret Deer Scent, and seriously, not only is it sponsored by it, but we're the manufacturer of it, and you can call back in as season comes. We'll get into more of how to use scent, because look, no matter how proficient you are with a gun or a bow, dude, if you're just sitting there and there's no deer around you, there's nothing to shoot.
Yeah.
And archery hunting, you really scent is an asset.
Yes,
because you can get him you're getting him close to take that shot. Mm-hmm. So you don't want to just be sitting there and watching him go past you. You want him to get over close enough that you can take the shot. So,
yeah.
But we'll talk.
I need him between 25 and 40 yards.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yep. Well,
I feel comfortable.
That's right. And but yeah, call back in and we'll be talking more about it. But you can, of course, you can get Top Secret, any of our brands, Top Secret, Scent Defense, BioShield, Fog Zero. What am I leaving out there?
A new brand, Power
Start. Yep. Which is like a solar product, great product for all kind of purposes. But we'll be talking about that more on. Tell your friends about it. Call back in and ask us some more questions.
Yes, sir. I appreciate your time.
Brandon, appreciate it, man. Hold the fort down over there.
Sir?
I said hold the fort down over there.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. You got it.
Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you, Brandon.
All right. Thank y'all.
All right. Big Steve, I think we run into a commercial break.
Yeah, we have.
All right, be right back.
You don't like old milk. Deer don't like old urine. Brown and cloudy urine reeks of ammonia. Ammoniated urine means it's old, not fresh, and it doesn't fool deer. Top Secret Deer Scents, the only scent on the market that's oxygen-free from collection to bottle. It's yellow and clear because it's fresh. It's the only scent on the market that says a deer is here now and not last week.
We live again. Caught me again.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. It's amazing how fast an hour go by.
Golly.
All right, we got time. Yep.
Question and answer. All right.
Question
We got
and answer
Facebook.
here.
This Facebook. All right.
All right, here we go.
Leo Lett, I think. Leo Lett.
I'm so glad you're doing those names.
Man, I tell you, I don't even know, Leo. I
just go
apologize
first.
if I mess that up. How do bucks smell the difference between your scent versus competitors?
They smell it the same way. Mm-hmm. They just smell something that's more relevant.
Yeah.
You know, we've got a commercial out that, you know, it shows like rotten milk.
Right. Yeah.
There's, you know, there's no difference. I mean, you don't have to wonder if that milk's any good when you open it up and smell it.
Yeah.
Versus good milk. Mm-hmm. There's, man, you can look at our urines, Leo, and see ours is oxygen free.
Yeah.
Single urine. Oxygen free, it's never seen oxygen. Dark urine, and Leo, you hunt, you know. You can look at the scent and you can tell the difference between, and Leo, I don't know if you're seeing this, but you know, you can go to the show and see what we're talking about. You open up, dark urine says the deer was there. Mm-hmm. Clear yellow urine says he is there. And so, I see that hand up there. So, Chris is giving me the hint, telling me it's inside.
So, stop right there.
That's right. So, this is urine. This is oxygen free from collection of the bottles. One deer never seen oxygen.
Yeah.
3
that
ounces.
one's been open, looks like.
One time.
Yeah.
Just opened it, closed it.
Yeah.
That's what you get. Dark urine, and if you go to anybody's store and open it up, you see dark urine. Everybody knows it's dark.
Yeah.
It means the deer is ammoniated. Oxygen ammoniates urine. Mm-hmm. Ours is oxygen free. So Leo, yes.
Just naturally.
They smell the different.
Yeah.
They smell the same way. But ours is relevant, means the deer's there now. Mm-hmm. And that's a big difference.
Huge difference.
Dark urine says a deer was there. Leo, if you go get up in a tree and you used anybody else's scent, that's the color it's going to be. So when you put it out, you automatically told Steve that's coming by that there was a deer there, but he's not there now. Yeah. Steve's just going to go on about his business. You use ours and you put that out. First thing you do when you smell it, that says Steve's there now because that's the first time it sees oxygen. Mm-hmm. Big difference. Yep. So, Leo, you need to go get up in a tree and tell him you were there. You go get up in a tree and tell him you are there.
Yeah, that's a hunting game changer.
That's a game changer right there.
Yep.
So, easy, simple. All great inventions are simple.
Simple.
It fixes something. Yeah. Gee, guys, it's a single deer, no oxygen. Now, how we do it is patent pending 4 different ways. But it's a simple concept. Deer urinate with their nose. Urinate with their nose. They don't urinate with their nose, but they smell with their nose 365 days a year, and they urinate 365 days a year. Yeah. They're out there on Leo's property right now doing it.
Yeah.
So you tell them you're there or you were there.
Right. Might as well have the freshest.
But, let them know you're there now.
Absolutely.
Let's see. We got all right.
Yeah. Let's see here. We got Jim Schmidt from I'm not sure where, but how fast does BioShield typically kill biting insects?
Now that's amazing.
Yeah.
We have found all kind of stuff for this. It's almost instantaneous.
Yeah.
Look, I tell you what. I don't know if I told you this. Betty the other day, she had some of our odor stops, you know, our field spray. And you know how you get these like sugar ants in the house?
Yeah.
And buddy, it's just like, dude, it's fun just to follow.
Yeah,
See,
I've sprayed them before.
You spray them?
Kills them, yeah. I've sprayed them.
Like that.
Yeah.
Any kind of biting insect.
Yeah.
It really is amazing, isn't it?
That'd shut that neurological system right down. They're dead.
You just go around and start playing with it, you know? Yeah. It's amazing what it does. It just blocks that transmitter, shuts them down.
Yeah, they done with
So
it.
to answer your question, Jim, it's almost instantaneous. And to prove that, all you got to do is spray it on them. Mm-hmm. You do the... you know how we do the top secret challenge?
Yeah.
We ought to get them to do
the BioShield challenge. Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey guys out there, what you do is you do the little video things where you show you doing it, what you is. Psst.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That'd be a neat little thing to do.
Sure it would.
Big Jim, you gave us an idea on the commercial right there.
Yeah, well, that's right. That's right.
That's either putting up or shutting up right there.
Yeah, you got it.
All right, big Facebook question.
All right, we got Brady Johnson. Do mature bucks travel less as they get older during the chasing phase? If so, why?
What you think?
Well, I think they travel a little bit less. They get a little lazier, get a little fatter. Just
Yeah, a little smarter.
Yeah, a little smarter. They just they don't have to giddy up and go as they used to.
That's right, and they know when to giddy up and go.
Right.
They're not just running; they're smart running.
Right. They're not all full of testosterone quite like they were, but
yeah, they're not. I was going to say vinegar, but but yeah, I mean, you use it's again. Somebody was laughing the other day. I don't know if it was online or where it was. We talked. I think we used this before. The joke of the big bull and the little bull. Mm-hmm. Big bull, that's little bull running around the big bull. Hey, big bull, look down there, look at all them calves down there. Man, let's run down and get us one. Hey, big boy, let's run down and get us one. Hey, why don't we walk down and get them all? A big buck is not going to be. He's more selective and smart. I've told this in seminars for years, and it's true, especially in the north. You can do it in the south, but the north is more open. The timber's open.
Yeah.
Hardwood over there, it worked. Especially rifle, well, any kind of hunting, but certainly rifle hunting. Mike would like it. You see a young buck running a doe, dude, quit watching the young buck run the doe and start looking behind him. Just take that line and start going backwards. Quit looking at them and go backwards. Because then you're going to have a chance to shoot a bigger buck. Because a big buck, he may be on her back there or letting him run him.
Yeah.
And
let him do all the work.
Kind of getting her to stop. And then he just walks in and little buck, which was another question, little buck's going to get out of the way or get his butt kicked. So there is some truth to the question.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it'll shock you how many times if you'll see a young buck running a doe, if you look back, and what you may see behind him back there at a distance, no hurry at all. Mm-hmm. So the big buck done ran her because he knows when she's ready, she's gonna stand. Little buck, he teenager, he just chasing.
That's right. Yeah, he's going to run all over the place. So
he's promising all kind of crap.
Yeah, the more mature he gets, the more he's going to kind of mellow out.
That's right. A big buck can tell the difference, and a mature doe can tell the difference.
Yeah. So
it's just age. It's maturity. Either way, you're on either sex.
Right.
Let's see, guys, what we got time for?
Yeah, we got time for another one. Lamar Kimball. Once a buck sheds its antlers, how soon does the new antlers begin to grow?
Almost, just when I say almost instantaneously, it's short.
Yeah, doesn't take long. It starts breaking the hair.
That's the reason why they call it the recovery period. And we're well into that, both everywhere.
Yeah.
And what's crazy about this, guys? Where's he from? He didn't say, did it? It's amazing how, if you guys, when we talk, and one of the things this show does help people with, Steve, is that. When we talk about the recovery period, what's crazy in the rut is the rut's just not everywhere at the same time. Peak of the rut. So, and when the bucks in the north starts dropping antlers, antlers, I guess, and then so they dropped it well ahead of us. 2 months, 3 months ahead of us, and so, but at the same time, they're still right now. They're up there, still snow on the ground. They're out shut. So they're not even starting really in the recovery because those deer are still trying to find there's no browse.
Right.
So they're still in that winter that winter mindset coming out of it.
Yeah.
Man, we've had browse for 2 months. Mm-hmm. It's greening up and budding out.
We're in high cotton down here.
So we've already caught back up with you.
Yeah.
As far as we kicked the recovery period off before they did.
Yeah.
In the southeast. But it catches and comes back around. Mm-hmm. Let's see, one other. All right, we got time for one more.
All right, let's see. We got Jermaine Bishop. It says, how long does a buck's memory last, especially if you spooked him? Yeah, that's tough. That's a good question.
What you think?
Well, to me, that's hard to answer to me. I don't know.
Well, every deer's different.
Yeah, they're different.
I can, as a general rule, a buck's memory is, I don't want to say is less, but less than a doe. If you give an example, if you told me which had you rather spook,
a doe or a buck?
A mature doe or a mature buck? I'd rather spook a mature buck than I had a mature doe.
Yeah.
Because that doe's going to remember it. That buck will forget about it. And a prime example of this, and I try to do it in seminars. Toward the end of the seminar, I'll ask them, say, all right, guys, now just think about this, Steve. We're sitting in a food plot right here, or in the woods, and let's just say a green field. And I'll say you're rifle hunting, or bow hunting, either one, but let's say gun because of distance. And you look up and you see you see a mature buck. Pick your distance, I don't care, 50 yards, 100 yards, 200 yards. He steps out, he's stepping out of the timberline. He steps out and he looks around and he steps back into the woods. All right, so man, you're all excited. So now you're getting ready. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull the bow up, get ready, or you're gonna pull your gun up. Because you're thinking, okay, he's fixing to step back out.
Yeah.
You start to pull that gun up and you hear, which is the worst sound in the world, which is,
yeah.
What you're hearing is you got blue.
Yeah.
Now, when you get blown like that, chances are, more times than not, is what?
It's a doe.
It's a doe.
Yeah.
Now then you got a problem. And I ask everybody in the seminar, you got a problem.
Yeah.
You got a doe that's blown your butt there because you're looking at that big buck. He just stepped out of the timber. You got your gun up, or especially with a gun,
Yeah.
you got your gun up. What do? You got a mature buck down there, and you got a doe blowing you here. It's not a hard question. Answer. Where it's legal. If you called Derek, my son, right now, and asked him that question, as a young kid, he was taught you blow her head off. And invariably trying to get somebody to shoot that doe with that buck 100 yards out there in the woods. They ain't gonna do it.
Ain't gonna happen.
They're scared to death they're gonna spook that buck.
Yeah.
All that buck's gonna do is boom. That buck's gonna bolt and he's gonna run and he's gonna stop. Because he don't want to run into it. He don't know, it scared me. It scared me. So he bolts and runs, then he'll stop because it spooked him.
Yeah.
He'll stand there. If it doesn't mess with him, a buck will go back to doing what he was doing. You let that doe stand there and blow and stomp, that buck's gonna go to New York. He knows what that means, and it ain't good.
Right.
And she'll come in every time blowing and stomping.
Where typically he may just blow once and just
go on, and then he's back to, if it don't bother him, he's back to what he was doing.
Yeah.
It's pretty, so now that's my take on that, and I've seen that happen a lot of times.
Yeah.
So who was that?
That was Jermaine Bishop.
Jermaine.
Yeah.
So Big Jermaine, try that and ask it around. I think you'll find that to be true out there. All right, Big Steve, they're telling us, they're holding up
It's been an hour.
the high-tech sign right there that says close the show, hush and shut up. So,
Shut up and sit down.
Shut up and sit down. You know, that's what this probably means. All right, guys, this has been an hour.
Yeah.
Thursday night.
Yeah.
We'll see you exactly
1 week from tonight.
1 week from tonight, 7 o'clock. Tell all your friends about it. We're already into March.
Yeah.
So, guys, tell everybody about it. Believe it or not, it's that time. We're cranking up again, getting all about it, telling what bucks are doing, and getting you ready for just like the guys that's called in tonight. Now's the time to do the 6 P's. Proper preparation prevents piss poor performance. How do you do that? You watch the show and learn.
That's right.
As we learn
Join the
listening
club.
to you. Guys, appreciate it. We'll see you next Thursday night.
Yep.
7 o'clock. See you then.